feel that sometimes you're really accident prone, that things happen to you when you least expect it, and you either injure yourself or you drop something or you break something, or somehow things happen to you simply because they do. And you're like, I think I've always been that way. I've always been accident prone. Well, I tell you, that has happened to me many times. And if you are one of those people that constantly are getting in different accidents, I'm not talking about a huge car accident. I'm talking about those little accidents in our lives that do have an impact because they affect our daily, activities of daily life. And either we trip over an object on the floor or something drops off our hands and it breaks and then we have to spend time cleaning it, whatever that is. Well, I tell you, I've been there not once, but many, many, many times over. Well, when I grew up, my dad used to say, is because I'm left-handed. And I'm left-handed. I grew up in a dictatorship where I was not allowed to use my left hand. So I did use it anyways. And therefore, my dad used to say, because very few people, I think that less than 10% in the world are left-handed. In Argentina, it was pretty much nobody, because you had to be very strong, resilient, determined, and rebellious to use your left hand and go against all the rules. But I was one of those. He used to say that the whole world is made for right-handed people. And so my excuse was always that I'm left-handed. But then as I grew up and I moved to North America, where there's way more left-handed people than in Argentina or those countries where we grew up in dictatorship, and you can choose whatever hand you want to ride with and your preference is completely okay, which it should be the way it is. I realized that, hey, I'm not just clumsy. There's something going on, that I'm always tripping over things, that things break on me, that I just don't pay attention. Well, I tell you, I can help you. What has helped me is to realize that what is causing all those accidents to happen is a lack of mindfulness. I am scattered. I'm not focused in the here and now. I can be present here, not here, but let's suppose I'm in my living room and I'm, doing an activity such as, for example, folding laundry. And then all of a sudden, something else, another thought crosses my mind. And I'm like, oh, but I got to remember to buy shoes for the kids because, they broke and I have to shop for shoes online for them. So I just go running and I write down a note for myself so I remember. And when I just respond erratically to that thought in my mind. And as I take off running, I forget where I am, what's going on. I just have one goal, one purpose, which is to write down that I have to buy shoes. And then that's when I trip. That's when I'm not paying attention. I'm not fully aware. I'm not present in the now. So this solution, the tip that can help you and has helped me, is to slow down and bring mindfulness and conscious actions in your life so that every move counts, not as something that is reactive and on autopilot or just responding erratically to thoughts in your mind or in my mind, in my case, but rather that you're filtering it through your heart, through your soul, through whether this is the opportunity for you. Is the space safe to move around? Am I, like, let's suppose I'm crossing the street and all of a sudden it's like, oh, but I forgot to return a book in the library and I just ran across. Well, a car could run me over. So this ability to bring consciousness and mindfulness to every one of our moves, every one of our thoughts, and to divide and conquer can really save time and effort in then picking up the pieces of an accident. And when I'm talking about accident, it could be as simple as, I don't know, I'm talking to my son and all of a sudden the other son comes in the door and I just turn around quickly and I don't notice somebody's behind me. My husband is coming along. I'm holding a jar. The jar falls, it drops, it breaks, and then it takes all this time to pick up the pieces and clean up. So all of this is perfectly avoidable with a bit of focus and mindfulness. See if through the lenses of that clarity that mindfulness brings to your life, you can be less accident prone, because it's helping me. I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm work in progress. I'm constantly learning to ride the bike, so to speak, but I'm making a bit of improvement, I find. I'm breaking less things. I'm breaking less bones. I'm not falling as much. So if that can help you, think of one thing in your life that sometimes you're rushing through. It could be a routine where you're multitasking and we think, I'm going to accomplish all this stuff. And I will have another video on multitasking, but I've been one of those people and I'm trying to reduce that and focus and do one thing at a time. And that way I do one thing, but I do it correctly and I complete it. And if that helps you pick that one thing in, try it out, try to do the conscious, responsive, mindful thing that would allow you to get to that from point A to point B, and see what are the results. And have a diary, journal, and see if your accidents occur less and less. And again, this could be very simple little accidents, but if you can diminish those, that's fantastic, especially as we age. So I hope that this works for you, because if you do that, you'll have more time, not to clean up the pieces or, recover from an injury, but you will be able to have time to reconnect with yourself, to be more time in peace and nature, so that you can always be mindful and conscious of your choices and your thoughts. I hope this helps you, because if it helps you, it helps me. Together we're stronger. We can build a beautiful, radiant world. I truly believe so. So I hope that you join me in this journey, and that together we can build a beautiful, beautiful world. And in the meantime, keep radiating your joy and your light, and come back for more. Comment below. And I wish you love, peace, namaste, and thank you for watching. See you next video.